Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Wait, this ain't Minecraft? Oh! You want to learn why music ain't your product? Well, my good friend, you've come to the right place. Let me begin. Now, if you're an underground rapper, you've probably heard the phrase that, oh, music is your product. What does that even mean? That's first off. And two, what can you do with that information? And three, why are they lying to you blatantly? Music is not your product, and let me explain why. First things first, we gotta understand, what does that even mean? When you're an underground rapper, you have to think of music in a business perspective. And I know everybody telling you this, your mother's telling you this, your father's telling you this, your auntie's telling you this, your grandma's telling you this, your future daughter telling you this, you know what I'm saying, your cousins and uncles. But listen, they telling you this for a reason. You have to think as an entrepreneur, because being a musician doesn't work. You can't do that in today's day and age, right? Back then, you could be a musician, sing a song on the street, someone posted, you probably get like 1,000 views, you end up on Ellen, and the next thing you know, like, labels are just calling you left and right, talking about glazes, right? That's not how it works in today's age. You have millions, hundreds of millions, maybe billions of artists left and right doing the same thing you're doing. So when they tell you music is your product, that don't mean jack. You have to understand what a product is. I'm not gonna bore you with the business video. I'm gonna put it simply so that even if you have an IQ of 2, you can understand. A product is something that you give to someone else in exchange for something. Normally, that's money. You give something and you get money, right? You ever hear the phrase, you want to do something strange for a piece of change? See how I'm going with this? On a real note though, a product is something that you sell. It's something you give to someone else. And music isn't exactly something you're just giving in exchange for money. Now, some of you may be wondering, what about streams, you know? I get paid for my streams. To you, I say shut up like a good boy and listen to what I gotta say. Here's what you can actually sell. For example, you could sell your hand. You could sell your hair. You could sell like people, only if they're black. Those are things you can sell. If you follow the facade that music is your product, you're going to focus so much on just making music, but you're not gonna give it to anybody. It's like making a cake that nobody eats. You know what I'm saying? A waste of your time and effort. So, what actually is your product then? Going back to the business perspective, you're giving something in exchange for something. So what does that make music? Music is marketing. I know. I've already used a lot of big words. Your brain can't handle this. What does marketing mean? I purposely skipped marketing class in high school. Explain Sensei Ryan. I got you. Basically, marketing is just telling people about the thing you're selling. You want to sell these glasses. This is your product. You're giving it away in exchange for some cooch. Money, right? How are you going to get people to know about this? That's marketing. You're going to tell your friends, yo, I'm selling these glasses, man. Or you're going to post it on Instagram saying, yo, I'm selling these glasses, fool. Or post on TikTok saying, I'm selling these glasses, you know what I'm saying? For the fashion only, right? That's marketing. So what's the next step? Selling them. Sales. It's just basically getting them to buy. Right now they're interested in what you said because of the marketing. And now you spit some game with them, get their number, hit them up later. And at the same time, you sell them on the glasses. And now you've made money. So how does this apply to music? Well, like I said, music is your marketing. But if it's a 3-step program, what's the first step? What's the product? Your product is your brand. Oh my gosh, it's another big word. Let me explain, alright? Basically, think of your favorite artist. If I were to ask you a question about them, like their best album, their best song, or maybe even what they like to do in their free time, their favorite foods, you might just know. Why? Because you love them. But it's not them you love, right? Because you don't actually know them. You love their brand. And a brand is the image that you give to the world. For example, the way that I make these videos, you see me talk in a certain way, move my hands in a certain way, and facial expressions in a certain way. And you associate that with me, right? Because that's what I'm putting out to the world. And some of y'all love me. Y'all ladies love me. And some of y'all don't, but y'all the ugly ones, right? That's the brand. And your product is the brand. Now you may be wondering, all right, I thought a product was giving something in exchange for something. What am I giving? What am I getting? Well, first off, you're not getting no cooch, because you ain't like me. But on a music note, what you're giving is you. Pause. That may sound a little weird, but hear me out. What you're giving is basically a version of you for people to fall in love with. And the more authentic, like the more real that version is, the better, right? People love Frank Ocean. People love Tyler, the Creator, especially Tyler, the Creator, right? He's a goofy guy. He's just being him. And because of that, people love him. There's goofy guys everywhere around the world, but they love Tyler, the Creator, because he puts him out there. So he's the goofy guy that everybody knows. Boom. So what are you getting in exchange for that? When people fall in love, they become super fans. Peep game lock in. Now you have super fans. Okay. So your brand is the product. Your music is the marketing, right? That's how you get people to know about you. Your music. How good your music is. Simple. So what are you selling them on? This is where the magic comes, my friend. You can sell them on anything. For example, if you make freaky music and you want to make dildos with your name tatted on it, you can do that. Fans would probably buy it. I bet you right now, if Chris Brown did that, hella girls would be buying that. Out of stock. No problem. Or let's say if you're like, you know, a fantastic person, you know, wonderful, sexy, you know, caramel person like me, a young Vlad, you know what I'm saying? I might sell some socks. Everybody gonna buy it because they love me. Boom. And now you've made money. So, next time you hear the BS talking about your music is your product, what I want you to do is slap him across the face on one cheek, then kiss him on the face on the other cheek. Why? Because we don't work with violence. We work with peace. You gotta cancel out. You know what I'm saying? Two negatives make a positive. After that, though, I want you to grab their nuts and squeeze as hard as you can to shock them in the brain for spotting that BS. And then give them a kiss on the forehead. And then tell them what you learned here. Music is marketing. For what? For your brand. And what are you selling them on? Anything you want that relates to your brand. If you learn from this, please click below in the description. I'd appreciate that. And become the antidote to chaos. Choose.